Hi guys, this is Malek and welcome on my channel. For my first series I'm going to play Air Traffic Controller, also known as Air Traffic Chaos. This game came out between 2007 and 2010 depending on the region you're living in. And so let's dive in. So we're going to start with the Fukuoka airport. The scene takes place in Japan. We have 2 different levels. So let's start. Okay, so this is very easy. This is the departed flight. I just have to confirm from the tower. So as the title said, you're an air traffic controller, so you have to manage all the arrivals and departure from the airport, and you have 3 levels with 5 different airports. So each of them have different, like, unique things to do with it. So we're going to give it a runway. Let's go runway 16. So yes, everyone has a unique different runway, different way of kind of working. We'll see that later. So I've been playing around a bit on my NDS lately, and it's going to be very difficult. This is great for a start to show you how it works. So yes, you have to push back, so determining the runway on which the plane will take off, it will start the pushback too, and you have to wait. That's a bad part of the game, and wait right now. So then you can taxi up until the end of the runway for takeoff. So that's something you're going to be able to see during the episode. The starts can be very slow, and especially in the first level, in the easy one, but it gives you time to understand how the game works, and clearly you need it because then it can be very, very fast. So the plane is clear for takeoff, and our first plane is taking off right now. So right now it's very basic and easy. So a plane just asks you to confirm its route, then you determine the runway for a pushback, and oh, another plane's coming, and then you just take it off. See, and you contact departure, and the plane is off its way. And so we just seen a plane arriving, so it's going to arrive in the waiting area. I don't know how you call that. You know, sometimes you go around for a few minutes around the airport. That's what it's going to do. So the plane just arrived, and we're going to give him a runway to land on, and it's done. So yes, approach, that's what you call that. We call that approach. So it's fairly easy. High speed and low speed help you regulate the traffic, the distance between 2 planes when they're on approach, because you have to be careful. Planes arrive, you don't have much time to avoid air collisions. Okay, it's arriving, and then not yet. Okay, so we'll have to wait another time for it. So on the right, a departed plane just came out. You can't do anything for now, you just have to wait. Basically, it's people boarding, and we all know how boarding process can be long, and this is the same in the game. Oh great, clear for landing. So now the plane will give the plane the right to land, and so right now there's the guy speaking, and we can use the repeat landing button just in case. We have to be very careful about the wind in the coming levels, obviously. That can be tricky at times. So you see the plane is altitude decreasing, and it's approaching. Okay, so now we land in. We have to give him a gate to go to. Just choose one. We just need one. See if there's another one arriving, so it can arrive on one of the both 2 blue ways. So you have to be careful when you have planes approaching on approach. Yes. Perfect. This is perfect. So we're going to give him his runway 16 because we still have 1 free spot. So basically the goal is to land then as soon as possible. As soon as you have a free space, a free parking spot, a free gate, well, that's what I was looking for, as soon as possible. Then see, we can confirm the route because we want to free space also as soon as possible. For now it's very easy, very slow, very chill. So we're increasing the speed, so it's going to land faster. Clearly that's what we want. Yeah, now it's clear for landing. Perfect. Yeah, basically the goal is to move plane as quickly as possible. Whether it's to the bands or giving them out of the gate or having as few as plane possible on the approach line. Okay, so this one is landing and this one boarding just started. Okay. So now we just have to wait and wait and wait. So landing, perfect. So now this one, we're going to give him the gate 17. Okay, great. So they want us, right now they want us to move this one, to clear this one for taxi. We put it on hold. So basically we're saying to the pilot, just stop, don't move, something's happening. We're not giving you the permission right now, because otherwise you have a ground collision, which would be bad. So now we can clear for taxi as the other one approaches its gate. So we have one free gate and no plane approaching, perfect. So this one will just go to the runway 16. Can give you an idea on how it works and the procedure you must follow. Right now it's very easy, few planes, only one plane at a time that's moving, basically clear for takeoff, and here they go. I love this kind of old school, you know, this 2D and pixelized game that gives you all of the graphics. Honestly, I'm very crazy about it. So I didn't mention that, but and contact for departure. I didn't mention that, but basically on the left screen is what you have on the upper screen on the Nintendo DS, and the right screen is the touch screen that you have at the bottom, obviously, because what you can see my mouse cursor right now, it's basically playing the touch thing. Confirm route. And we'll have two gates empty. Oh, that's perfect. I really do like the graphics and the colors were used, and I was very surprised to find that kind of game on Nintendo DS. You guys must check it out if you're like me. Fan of aviation and runway 16. So also I'm always using the same way to land it and to take off, because this is like super easy. I don't know, I didn't read the tutorial or anything, but like right now I'm using runway 16 because we don't have any wind at all, as you can see on the bottom left, and this way plane can be ready at takeoff and you have a plane landing, and so they're at the two ends of the runway. I have no idea how it happens in real life. I guess it's happened this way, or they're using one way. I don't know. I really don't know. I should check it out before saying something wrong. But this is how I work, and this is how I manage working until then, so I have to say that on my Nintendo DS, and you're clear to go. I was saying on my Nintendo DS, I've been playing with it a little bit. I think I arrived like at the second level out of 3 and like at one of the third or fourth airports out of 5, and I didn't play it back again, unfortunately. So this is my chance, and we're clear to take off. No one's landing, nothing's happening. This is the first episode, so this is going to be becoming more fun very quickly, honestly. Okay, we have the plane arriving, but we have time. We have tons of time. But you'll see very quickly, I think in the next episode or the two next ones, or the one after that, it's going to be pretty busy pretty quickly. Okay, we can give him the runway 16. Yes, it's going to be very busy, but that's what we like. Basically right now we like have between 1 and 4, I'm not even sure we had 4 planes at a time, and confirmed routes. I'm not even sure we had 4, like 3 maybe the max right now, but in the coming episode we'll have the 8th spot taken, and trust me, this is, and you can land. Well, it's going to be very tricky and hard to use, but it's going to be fun. That's the fun part of the game, how challenging it is. So we can give him the runway 16, we have the time for that. You see guys, so that's what's happening. So this plane is going to land and arrive at the bottom right of the runway, and the ICH 1477 that's just going to push back, will just push back on the right, so it's not going to go across the taxiway, so we can give him the gate 27 right now. Oh, it's going on the left, my bad. Okay, so anyway, it's not going on the taxiway, we had room on the right, you just put it back on the left, on the left hand. You have space, and then you give him, when you see the little yellow truck, those guys are so slow, and then you can clear to taxi, and no ground collision. That's what I want to avoid. Okay, another plane coming in. Another plane coming in. And let's take off. Yeah, you see, this is what I really want to avoid, and which that makes this game challenging, is that you have to play and to be careful on the ground and in the air. So confirm the route, and it completed. So we managed to go through the first episode. Perfect, great. Finally, I just can't wait, guys, to show you the next one. How much did we do? 1,500, that's not bad, so perfect. Unlocked, so we'll unlock the normal, this game, we'll unlock this airport on the normal level. So thank you guys for today, and I'll see you next week for the second episode, and we might change the airport and everything, and so I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and to be notified for my upcoming videos. Bye guys, have fun.